All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. Today, guys, we're going to take a look at a game that I reviewed. Oh, I think I reviewed it about 5 days ago, something like that. Yeah, May 6th. So it's not even been a week yet. I played and reviewed Defensive Measures. A very, I thought it was fun, but definitely rough around the edges. Indie tower defense game where you actually get to get involved in the action and shoot the incoming mobs yourself as well. You buy towers, you upgrade them, pretty much standard tower defense kind of stuff, but it does have that FPS element as well where you can get shot and die, etc. So, it's definitely not super polished or anything like that. But we're going to go back in, guys, because I did give this game a positive review, and it is early access, and we see here, guys, that they just launched actually, this is like, what, an hour or two ago? They just launched a patch with improved game balance, fixed some minor bugs, and quality of life improvements. I'm curious to see if these developers we're going to go ahead and give them a thumbs up for putting out a patch, but I'm curious if they actually did some of the suggestions that I said, such as making sound effects when you hit the enemies, making it more obvious, like making the mobs glow when they get hit, that kind of thing. Maybe improving the quality of the explosions, that kind of thing. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump back into this game and see if the developers have made the game better. This is their first game on Steam, so I'm excited to jump back into it and see what's up. Yep, there's the patch right there. Like I said, the patch just went live. All right. Ready to launch. Doesn't take too long. All right. Defensive measures. All right. Make sure our settings are still good. Yep, it remembered my audio volumes and all that good stuff. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Motion blur is off. I do like that. All right. Play. We're going to go back and do this same level that we did again. All right. Mission health, 100%. Okay. I'm really curious if we buy the same gun again, if it's as OP as... Oh, they increase the cost of the laser gun, so we can no longer afford it right now. I like that. Okay. Let's just buy this automatic rifle then. Unlimited ammo. Or limited ammo, sorry. First rifle, limited ammo. Coil gun only damages the shields. We don't want that. It's the last three guns we can't afford. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and buy the automatic rifle. We're going to buy that. And then we probably need to buy some ammo for it. So, yes, guys, I know I remember back in the first videos that I did, I was wondering what these crates are. Well, you can see right here, these are bullets. So hopefully we'll get some bullets from shooting these guys. I'm just going to keep what I have here. Maybe I'll buy some shielding. Let's construct some shields. There we go. 150 left. Okay. Right. So we got a couple more turrets here to help protect our house really close to the house. These were not here. Yeah, all these turrets right here really close to the house were not here before. And what can we buy? We can buy the cannon. Let's build it. Alright, so most of the firepower is with us, anyway. Okay, yeah, like that we can hit enter and go ahead and... Oh, guys, we still got all our guns from before. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that when you relaunched a game or when you restarted a game that you kept all your turrets from before. That's interesting. Wow, okay. Hang on. Oh, you guys can't hear the sound. Let me increase the sound so you guys can hear it. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Yikes. Yeah, it's already better than it was, it looks like. They did add the sound effects for when you pick up ammo. Good job, devs. They were listening to my first play video. That's one of the things I said is, like, give us sound effects when we pick up the ammo. And another big thing I said was give us some kind of indicators, you know, when we hit a mob. Love it. That's a very nice sound effect for picking up the ammo as well. Very cool. So they've already improved their game, and yeah. And I want to just go ahead and say you're welcome to the developers. Thank you for listening to my feedback and using my suggestions to make your game, to improve your game. We're going to go ahead and save our money, guys, and see if we can take on Wave 2 here. I absolutely love it, guys, when indie developers listen to feedback and use the feedback and suggestions that I give them to make their games better. I mean, I have been playing games for a long time, so I definitely usually have suggestions that will help a developer make their game better, if only they listen. And a lot of times the suggestions I make are easy suggestions. The explosions could still be done better. I feel like this is the Unreal Engine. I feel like they could probably get explosions that would just be a lot better than what they have. And that would probably be my next advice. The audio on the explosion is fine. So my next suggestion for the developers is not only having the explosion look better, but make it so that these mobs explode into a bunch of pieces. I just think it would be really satisfying if we saw pieces of this asset like flying everywhere. So you might have to go into the Unreal Engine and take the asset and use the Unreal Engine to disassemble the mob into like 8 different pieces or whatever, like small and bigger chunks or whatever, make it like 12 different pieces, right? And make those pieces fall off in random, not fall off, but make them explode and fly off in different directions when they blow up. Man, that would make this game so much more satisfying. Alright, let's go ahead and go again. We're going to save our money again. Mainly because I'm having fun playing this game. It's a fun little game, and I highly recommend it for anybody that likes these kind of FPS games and tower defense games. I mean, it's only $7. And the developers have already showed they care about making their game better and listening to, to suggestions and criticism. Ow, that hurt. Blow up, bitch. Yeah, see, rather than just dropping the loot box, if it, like, exploded into a bunch of different pieces, that would be so much cooler. That would be so much cooler. Of course, I didn't set up these turrets over here, guys. I think these turrets were set up because remember, this is an easy level, so I feel like the game is starting you with automatic turrets. You don't have to do everything from scratch, at least on this first level. So that's a good change, I think. Yeah, one of the more fun aspects of this game is flying. Not flying, but jumping. Because it's almost like I am flying. Wave survived. Nice. 138 interest plus $1,500. Very cool. Yeah, it's almost like I haven't had to buy any turrets because they've actually, they actually started you off with this turret here, these turrets over here. Yeah, because I never built these back when I played before. So these turrets are here by default now. Something that wasn't in the game initially. Okay, so maybe the game's giving us more ammo than we need. I mean, I know I only have the one gun. But, yeah, I think this game's fun, guys. I really do. So it may look a little bit rough as you're watching me play it, but I can tell you that I typically don't like FPS games where you can't see your character. I typically like third-person games where you can see your character from behind. But I'm having fun with this game. I really am. Let's do a machine gun. Let's build it. Let's upgrade the shit out of this. Oh yeah, max level reached. I like it. Okay, and you can dismantle it and get some of your money back. We'd only get about half back, it looks like. All right. What would be really cool, Daisy? Like seeing the pieces fly everywhere. Yeah. Let's go. Let's build a. Let's just build another machine gun. Upgrade the crap out of it. Okay, so we need some sounds to the developers. We need sounds when you click on upgrade. Again, just a little click or something like that, so that you know you've actually clicked it. I mean, I can see the money going away, but even when you click like a button in your games, you know, I know that when I make indie games myself, I have little click sounds. I have. You can find these. Go to freesound.org if nothing else to get your sound effects, or I would just go to Freesound and just put in the search click. You know, for get a bunch of different click sounds. Just a little click, click, click when you click these buttons in these games. Absolutely. And then if you need to modify them a little bit, I use Audacity for that. It's completely free. As a game developer, like I feel like Audacity is a must-have. But yeah, just give us some click sounds when we click these different options on these turrets. Even when we click cancel, give us like a little click sound or like an unclick sound or something, right? We built the turret over here, but we did not upgrade it. So let's go over here and upgrade this bad boy. Okay. 450. Let's get another one to protect the house. Let's do a cannon here. Build. I think we did a cannon on the other one. That's fine though. Alright. So we have wave 4. They're coming in 4 seconds, so the timing was about perfect on that. And they are coming in this way this time. So I wonder if they nerfed that laser gun or if they just made it more expensive. Blowing into pieces, yeah. Yeah, blowing into pieces would be cool. It would make it a lot more satisfying to kill these enemies, for sure. Also, showing the health bar from further back. So sometimes you can't see the damage you're doing if you're way far back, like right now. So we need to see the health bar from a longer range. Another easy fix to the developers. Yeah, there's so many easy fixes that you could do. And I feel like if you disassemble these enemies in the Unreal Engine, and then just save each piece as you tear them off. You know, in the Unreal Engine, I know you can modify your assets. So, you know, then just name all these different assets. So, like, if this bot here is called the yellow drone or whatever, you know, as you take a chunk off of it, or the wheel off of it, or the wheel or whatever. So we failed our mission. So we got some kind of an issue here where if we fail our mission, the game continues to make us fly backwards. That could be fixed as well. But yeah, disassemble these mobs in the Unreal Engine, and so like if that's called the yellow mob or whatever, call as you take off like the wheel of it or the bottom of it or whatever. Maybe call it yellow mob 1 as you tear that off of the Unreal Engine, and then save that as a whole new asset. And then tear off another little chunk. There's lots of ways to make it explode, but if you did it manually, you could simply do it like that. And then when one of them dies, you just take all those little pieces that you've renamed in the Unreal Engine and make them go off in a random direction. Maybe make the smaller piece, if it's a smaller piece, make it fly further, right? With your velocity and weight and all that. But have it fly, the pieces fly in random directions in the Unreal Engine. I know you could do this. I know it won't take that long. If you kind of know what you're doing. It looks like you guys know what you're doing with this game. So, in this game, sound effects for the clicking on options when the upgrades, even the clicking the button, right? What would be cool is when you upgrade, right? You hear the click, like I talked about, a simple click for hitting the button, but then maybe you even hear like an upgrade sound, kind of like a grrr, grrr, just kind of a mechanical upgrade sound or something. After you hear that click. That would be cool, more satisfying. So in these games, when you're making games like this, to the developers who've made it, or anybody else that might be watching, sound is vital in a game to help draw you in and make the game more immersive. So, obviously you want to have good sounds that match what you're trying to do, but any sound effects that you can add that, you know, give you satisfaction for upgrading or clicking a button or really anything, right? Even like if you make it so like you hear your footsteps as you're running on the ground in a game like this, any kind of sound effects that sounds good, it sounds like a good fit, it's a good sound for what you're doing, it's only going to make the game even more immersive. So, for example, let's say you put in on this map, right, and this might be another suggestion for you. Why not get you some little, and I know you can find this stuff probably like free on Unreal for sure. Why not get a couple of little trees here, right, and put them in on your map? Gives you a couple of little like you know, orchard trees or just a couple of little trees, nothing too massive. Maybe put in some brush or something like that, and you could even like, let's say you put in some like dried out, you know, weeds or brush or something like that in here, and if you move through it, kind of actually look for a sound. If you have to record it yourself of you going outside and moving your arm through a brush out in your backyard or whatever, you know, through like a tree or dry limbs or whatever. Even if you have to record it yourself and then upload it on your computer, like make it a light, you know, cracking, limbs cracking and branches cracking and stuff like that as your character moves that brush. Another satisfying sound. Just give you an example of if you have that in your game and you move through that brush, rather than just have it be completely quiet. If you had sounds like you're moving through brush play every time you move through that brush, it just gives the player more satisfaction, it's more immersion, and that kind of thing. Um, yeah, like Daisy Bell saying, avoid adding too many things that might overlap. Yeah, you don't want 100 different sounds going off at the same time, obviously. But play around with the guys, and to anybody that's making an indie game, like sound is so vital. And just I see so many games where sounds are just either completely missing. That's often what it is. The sounds are just completely missing, or the sounds don't fit what you're doing. So, for example, somebody might make a game like this and make it so you run on dry dirt, and it actually sounds like, you know, I don't know, it sounds like somebody hitting a wall or something. If the sound doesn't match what you're trying to make it sound like, then you obviously need to spend more time recording a new sound, or maybe softening the sound, or adjusting the sound in Audacity or whatever. But you guys are doing a great job. I'm very, very impressed by these two indie developers who have made this game. I like it, guys. I wanted to go ahead and take a quick look at it right now. And yeah, this is defensive measures, guys. I'm gonna wait for. I want to play this game. And that scares me. I like what you guys did there with the explosion there. So, like I was talking about, making the you know, the mobs explode. Even right here on the screen, when you have this thing explode, I love that because it scared the crap out of me the first time I heard that. It was like a jump scare in a horror game or whatever. Imagine if you have this thing exploding and pieces flying like towards the camera and stuff like that, and just flying everywhere. It would even make your welcome screen look a hell of a lot better, right? And I feel like it would be well worth the effort, even if it takes you 3 or 4 hours to do that. It's going to be time well spent on your game. It's going to make the game that much more fun to play, that much more immersive, and that much more of a bigger, you know, a higher value for people that are buying your game. So I like it, guys. Keep working on it. I'm going to give this game a full play, but I want you guys to do a little bit more. Hopefully you guys will listen to a few of the, you know, some of the stuff I'm suggesting right here. Make your game even better. And we'll try to play your game a little bit longer. I mean, I can do an hour and a half or 2 hour playthrough here soon. As soon as I see another update in, we'll give it more of a playthrough and play longer. So, again, I can't say it enough, guys. Great job to the developers. I appreciate you guys listening to my feedback and the criticism. I know there was a negative review on your Steam page. Somebody gave you a negative review. I gave you a positive review, but I did give you constructive feedback. And so thanks so much for listening to that constructive feedback and using it to make your game better. That's what I'd love to see. And sadly, it doesn't happen enough on Steam. Most indie developers, where I give them suggestions or feedback, even like really easy fixes like I'm giving you guys, too many developers just don't even listen. So I appreciate you. I appreciate what you guys are doing, and hopefully you guys appreciate me trying to help you make your game better for everybody. So it's a win-win, guys. It's a win for the developers. It's a win for me, because I get a better game for the money I spent on it. And anybody else, it's a win for as well. All the future people who buy your game, it's a win for them as well, because they're going to have a better game and they're going to have a higher value for in the game they receive, because of the extra work the developers are putting into this. And it makes my, you know, developers like this make me really appreciate what I do. It makes me feel like I'm not just wasting my time, right? It makes me feel like the developers, some of the developers care about, you know, listening to me and using it to get better. So anyway, guys, I am rambling at this point. I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you in the next one, everybody.